Good day, everyone. One of the major applications that drones have been using frequently is in terms of agricultural applications. Agriculture, which is one of the most prominent sectors in India, has seen a rise in the use of agricultural drones. Let us look at the detail of how agricultural drones are used in India. Let us look at it in our upcoming slides. An agricultural drone is an unmanned aerial vehicle used to help optimize agricultural operations, increase crop production, and monitor crop growth. Sensors and digital imaging capabilities can give farmers a richer picture of their fields. Using an agricultural drone and gathering information from it may prove useful in improving crop yields and farm efficiency. Agricultural drones lets farmers see their fields from the sky. The bird's eye view can reveal many issues such as irrigation problems, soil variations, and pest and fungal infestations. Multispectral images show a near infrared view as well as a visual spectrum view. The combinations shows the farmer the difference between healthy and unhealthy plants, a difference not always clearly visible to the naked eye. Thus, these views can assist in assessing crop growth, and production. Additionally, the drone can survey the crops for the farmer periodically to their liking. Weekly, daily, or even hourly pictures can show the changes in the crops over time, thus showing possible trouble spots. Having identified these trouble spots, the farmer can attempt to improve crop management and production. The agricultural drone technology has been improving a lot in the last few years, and the benefits of drones in agriculture are becoming more apparent to farmers. Drone applications in agriculture range from mapping and surveying to crop dusting and spraying. Some of the applications of the agricultural drone are as follows. Precision agriculture. Precision agriculture refers to the way farmers manage crops to ensure efficiency of inputs such as water and fertilizer, maximize productivity, quality, and yield. The term also involves minimizing pests, unwanted flooding, and diseases. Drones allow farmers to constantly monitor crops and livestock conditions by air to quickly find problems that would not become apparent in ground level spot checks. For example, a farmer might find through a time lapse drone photography that part of his or her crop is not being properly irrigated. Second is mapping and surveying. The process of using a drone to map or survey crops is a relatively straightforward one. Many new agricultural drone models come equipped with flight planning software that allows the user to draw around the area he or she needs to cover. Then the software makes an automated flight path and in some cases even prepares the camera shots. As the drone flies, it automatically takes pictures using onboard sensors and the built-in camera and uses GPS to determine when to take each shot. If your drone does not have these automatic features, then one person needs to fly the drone while the others take the. Next is spraying pesticides. So in a lot of cases where we are using, so spraying is one of the most important use case for a drone, because what happens is huge drones can carry huge liters of spraying pesticides to actually spray it evenly over the crops. And using light image processing sensors and cameras, you can actually monitor where all the spraying has occurred, so that as to makes to sure that there is even spraying all over the field. Sometimes what happens is in some use cases I have seen that only a particular area of the farm land needs to be sprayed. In that cases also you can make the drone entirely automated by making sure that you mark that area and the drone flies over it spraying the pesticide. So spraying is one of the most important use cases of drones for in agriculture. Next is interacting with sensors and IoT. Drones can collect data from sensors that can be placed in the soil, also to understand various factors such as moisture of the soil or the composition of the soil. This is especially useful where there are dense crops and it becomes difficult to see through the soil using the cameras. The communication between the sensors and the drone can seamlessly happen for applications such as triggering of water dripping in particular area or signaling the beginning of any fungus or harm to the crops. This is actually forming one of the major roles in industries. The data from both the sensors and the drones are being used for various purposes. Next, planning the harvest. using the daily, weekly, and monthly data that can be obtained from the drones in terms of the moisture content in the soil and all the factors. A seasonal overview of the crops to be planted can be given. This will help in maintaining the fertility of the soil, at the same time giving maximum utilization of the content of the soil and planning the crops to be planted throughout the years. This is especially useful where the survey of the multiple land is carried out together. Finally, protection of farms from locusts. One of the recent applications where drones have been used to protect the farms from locusts by appropriately identifying the area of locust infestation and spraying on the pesticides, the growth as well as the damage caused by the locusts or any insects can be avoided. This was recently seen in the news where drones on a large scale were used to actually curb the infestation that were caused due to the locusts. What are the different types of drones that are already present in the market? Some of the agricultural drones are given as follows. First is the Precision Hawk DJI Mattress 200, Fly EV SQ, Entera PHX Complete System, DJI Agra, which is one of the most well-known systems, Rimble UX5, and Agbot by Aerial Technology International. So, how do you basically select an agricultural drone? What are the criteria which are required to keep in mind before selecting an agricultural drone? The various criteria for selecting a drone are given as follows. First is the camera quality. Camera quality is the most important. A quality drone should be able to deliver crop surveying and data collection. This implies that a drone with a high quality camera should be used. Such type of drone will ease the real-time monitoring of crop condition or the farm at large. Therefore, it is important to look for an unarmed vehicle that has a stabilization system. This reduces the footage shakiness and contributes to a more productive and surveillance process. Next is the distance. Although drones are supposed to stay within the pilot's line of sight, many drones can go beyond that line of sight also. This distance allows the pilot to check feeds which are far further away while he stands in a particular. Other farmers have fields in a larger radius, so they would have to drive to their fields anyway. Some less expensive drones only go about half a mile, so you'll want to know the distance how much the drone can handle. Next is NDVI. Although drones are supposed to stay within the line of sight, this is what it is used. However, the NDVI index is used to find the nitrogen and the various composition of the soil in the field. This is a very useful indicator, especially using drones. So definitely look for drones which can give you proper NDVI index. Speed. Though speed may not be as crucial in decision making process, it is important to note what is the speed of the drone. Some drones max out at 20 miles per hour, while others can reach near 50 miles per hour with a tailwind. Beginners are cautioned to go slow until they get used to operating the drone. Most drones have object avoidance as a part of the functions also. Battery life. The battery life of usually of these drones is about 20 minutes. However, I would say go for maximum battery life where you can increase the endurance at least to 30 minutes or beyond. This will make sure that you are able to cover the entire field or multiple times the entire field in a single go. This is one of the important requirements I feel that a drone should be assessed while selecting a drone or building a drone. Finally, the safety. The drone should come with a global GPS system. It is important that the safety of the drone as well as of the around surrounding people is kept in mind while actually being deciding on the drone. The safety aspect plays crucial role, especially if the drone drifts off and goes off to a nearby place. So always make sure that the drone has safety requirements as per the given regulations, as well as it has various systems to make sure it does not lose control when it goes away from the pilot. What is the future of agricultural drones? Drones have been modified further and used for various applications. Two of them are first is drone swarms. While most spraying is carried out using a single drone unit to either patch, strip, rapidly larger areas are being used now. Drones are already capable of communicating with each other to avoid collisions and to fly information. This could allow a string or swarm of drones to apply pesticides along whole fields in the future. While trials are underway for drone swarms, main obstacle to success could be lie in legislation and government and military officials. However, This is very much being worked upon as a part of an ongoing research in various institutions. Next is plant pollination. A decline in number of bees has prompted worldwide concern over the future of plant pollination, which underpins horticultural and agricultural production. Many researchers are using drones for artificially pollinating of plants so that it can be used for both for the plants as well as beneficial for the bees. The research team is now progressing with an autopiloted version that it can send the drone over a particular field to pollinate that particular area. This is something which is very interesting and which is being carried out, especially to protect the ecosystem. Thank you very much.